So I always see a bunch of videos with high protein breakfasts, lunches, and dinners out there, including my own. But what about snacks? Snacks are like just as important as those meals because they get us through the day when it's not mealtime yet or if we want just like something small. And I don't know about you, but typically when I'm craving a snack, it's something sweet. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Amanda, aka FitFoodAE, and today we're gonna be making 5 high protein, low calorie snacks to get you through the day. So in this video, we have mini cheesecakes, chocolate pudding, chocolate donuts, a giant birthday cake cookie, and frosted chocolate brownies. So if you're excited to see me make these 5 recipes to get you through the week, please give this video a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends as it really helps the channel and I post new videos every week. And with that, let's get started. So Monday's snack recipe is gonna be mini cheesecakes. These are a great bite-sized snack or like 2-3 bites depending on how big of bites you're taking. They only have 80 calories each and they are delicious. They're best served cold, just like any other cheesecake, so you gotta keep them in the fridge. There are only 6 ingredients, which is super convenient. And then for the fruit, they're pretty versatile. You can kind of use any kind of fruit, but I decided to use strawberries in this recipe. So of course, in this recipe, we're using pea science protein. For this particular one, I use the cake pop flavor. So pea science is a whey casein blend. I haven't tested this recipe with just whey, but if you do, let me know. I'm sure it'll work just fine. And if you want to purchase from pea science, please use my discount code FIT15. I really should have used an electric mixer to blend the ingredients together, but when I first made this recipe, I didn't have one of those, so just use a spoon, a fork, or even a whisk if you're super fancy. When you're putting them into the muffin tin, I recommend using those like paper cupcake or like muffin tin liners. It's just gonna be easier rather than risking them sticking to the muffin tin. Now, of course, with this recipe, just like any cheesecake recipe, you need to let it set in the fridge. So I recommend putting it in for 3+ hours. I know it's hard to wait, but it's gonna be so worth it. And now you're done and you can enjoy. So Tuesday's snack is gonna be chocolate pudding. Although this isn't your typical chocolate pudding. Like when I think chocolate pudding, sometimes I think of those like little snack packs that you would like rip the plastic off of that I used to eat in elementary school, but this is like an elevated chocolate pudding. So this is actually my first time making dessert with chia seeds. I was a bit skeptical at first because like, oh, chia seeds, that look too healthy, but trust the process. They are great for added texture and protein. So this recipe only has 6 ingredients, just like the other one, which is great. We love recipes with minimal ingredients. My favorite part of this particular recipe is the chocolate coating, like the hard chocolate shell. It's really fun to just like break with your spoon and then mix it into the pudding. It's great for texture. Also, I love a good sweet and salty combo, which is why we top this chocolate pudding with the sea salt flakes. If you don't like sweet and salty, I don't know if we can be friends. And of course, this recipe is best served in a little mason jar like I used. It's very aesthetically pleasing, but if you don't have one of those, it's fine. You could just put in like a little ramekin or even just like any small bowl that you have. In this recipe, I use my favorite flavor, pea science protein, which is chocolate truffle. And now you're done and you could dig in. So Wednesday's snack are gonna be chocolate donuts. So for those of you that are Canadian, these chocolate donuts are a copycat of the Tim Hortons chocolate glazed ones. Although I don't even think you have to be Canadian because apparently Tim Hortons has locations in the US and even abroad in like Spain or something. So these donuts are like super dense and they're a good size and they're only 90 calories each. So in order to make these donuts, you do need a silicone donut mold, which you can buy from Amazon. It's in my store. The link is below in the description. I highly recommend getting one of these because it's super versatile and you're gonna wanna make donuts like all the time. So I use the Canto sweetener in this recipe. I use both the 0-calorie substitute for sugar, and for the glaze, I use the powdered sugar substitute, so 0-calorie powdered monk fruit. So if you want to purchase from Lakanto, you can use my discount code FIT15, but otherwise just use whatever you have on hand. This chocolate donut recipe, I think it's my favorite donut recipe that I've made on this channel, but if you like this one, I also have plenty of other donut recipes on my YouTube and my Instagram and my TikTok, so go take a look. And now we can enjoy these donuts. Thursday's snack recipe is this giant birthday cake cookie. So you know those giant like half-pound cookies that you see on Instagram or TikTok with the crazy mix-ins? This cookie is basically modeled after those. I've eaten those before and they're so good and so decadent, but obviously they have like crazy amounts of calories and are probably pretty low in protein, so decided to make my own substitute. This cookie has over 30 grams of protein and has basically half the calories of some of those crazy large cookies. It's so delicious and it'll satisfy any craving. Once you mix the ingredients for the dough together, you have to store it in the fridge for like 30 minutes to an hour because this will prevent the dough from spreading out too much when you bake it. And after you bake it, you have to cool and let it harden, but even after that, the cookie's still gonna be super gooey and delicious. So once you make this giant cookie recipe, I do have 2 other giant cookie recipes on this channel, a chocolate one and a red velvet one, so go check those out if you enjoyed this one. I love how I say if you enjoyed this one, as if you're not gonna enjoy it. I know you will. And finally, Friday's snack are gonna be frosted chocolate brownies. Brownie recipes are super popular on my channel. I feel like they tend to do really well and for good reason. Everyone loves brownies. They're chocolatey, gooey, and these ones have frosting, so they're even more superior. For the frosting, you'll notice I use fat-free chocolate pudding mix. Now, if you don't have this on hand, you could just omit it. I just put it in to make it more like creamy and chocolatey. These brownies only have 80 calories each, which is amazing, especially considering they have the frosting. This recipe also uses my favorite pea science protein, the chocolate truffle one. Also, make sure to let the brownies cool completely before frosting them. Otherwise, when you frost them, it's just gonna melt off. These brownies taste great after keeping them in the fridge, believe it or not. Like, they taste really good cold. So try that out if that's your thing. And now you're done and you can go enjoy these brownies. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment below and tell me which recipe you're excited to try first. If you enjoyed this video, then I'm sure you're looking for more dessert recipes, so I'm gonna link a couple other recipes that you should watch next. And please give this video a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends, as it really helps the channel and I post new videos every week. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Bye.